How's everybody doing? A box of Monster fans. I am doing my annual Super Bowl prediction. And as always, I'm going to douse the answer, which is access to higher self that knows the answers to all questions. And this is what I use. Pendulum. And as you can see, today's Sunday the 4th, and it's like 3:12 p.m. So usually I do it right before the game, but I'm starting a little bit early today. First I had to figure out who's playing because I don't follow sports at all. So we have the Eagles versus Philadelphia.
No.
Eagles and the Patriots.
Correct.
So last year I had to ask a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
So also I'm going to make an announcement that I'm going to start telling my story from the beginning, from my involvement with extraterrestrials or off-world humans. And I've got my story just all over the place on my YouTube channel. And we did a documentary on it back in 2010, and James Rink and I did it, and we just so much happened right after that, so much more. And then I tell little bits and pieces of it as I go and stick it in my comments. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and just upload it in segments and like a series. And I'm going to tell everything that has happened from start to present day. And it really goes back to like 1994. But really there was events before that. But I'm just going to cover everything. And that way, I'll probably just upload it so it's like 20 minutes at a time, and probably going to take, probably 30 videos to cover it all. And then I'll be able to add to it after that as things happen, because it's always an ongoing process. I was never asked to come forward, or I don't consider myself a contactee to tell a story for everybody to hear. There's not a message in there to save the world or stop doing. Everybody knows that already. But my story is about me knocking doors, and that's what I do since 1994, when actually it took 10 years after 94 to realize that this was all happening to me, because I was such a skeptic back then. Not really a skeptic. I mean, I believed there was aliens, but I did not believe they were visiting the Earth. I just couldn't buy that, because I came from a scientific family where my older brothers and my father, and it's right. Take 100 million light years to get here to the nearest star at 186,000 miles per second, the speed of light. You can't get there from here, so it makes no sense. Nobody's going to sit in a ship for 100 years and come here, and that's if they were at the nearest star. So yeah, I believe that, but I think everybody's starting to realize that that's not the case now. So, and I was also warned probably 3 times by them to not talk about it, and but I do anyways, and haven't really regretted it yet. Hopefully I won't, but I'm one of those people where I believe the devil's in the details, and I think the story should be known, because it's a positive story. And there's times where I flip-flop back and forth, hearing what others are saying when I told my story, our story, everybody's story, because it involves everybody that I know, my family and witnesses. And so I'm just going to go ahead and just tell the whole the whole story from beginning to end. So, and I'm not going to leave out any details. I'm going to tell every detail, so it's going to draw it out. So, there's no sense in hearing a story like that unless you hear the details. So I'm a detailed person. I like the little details because that's how you connect dots. So long drawn out videos of talking about it and getting the details isn't for you, then this series is not going to be for you. And any comments that are negative, I not only just delete the comment, I block. So, if you don't have access to the channel anymore, it's because you got blocked. I'm not going to. My channel is for those who have come all the way and they're looking for answers. They're looking for answers to mysteries that nobody else gets. So that's what I'm getting. And it's not going to come into proof of pictures or video, because you're not going to get that. Everybody's got that out there. Nobody's buying it. So I believe in personal testimony. That's what's important to me. I'm intuitive. I'm listening to somebody speak. I can tell you in the first 10 seconds if they're being truthful or not. And most of the people who are coming forward about it are, they're telling the truth. Nobody wants to be that UFO guy or UFO girl. So, there's a few people out there that I don't really buy the story, and I could be wrong, but, I heard it the first time and I don't want to hear any more of it. But there's only like 2 out of all the people out there telling stories. So I'm not going to name who's who do I believe and don't believe, but I will drop some names out there that have similarities to my story, which really that's what woke me up when I heard others, and that's another reason why I'm coming forward. I hear other people talk about their stories, and I just about fall off the couch. I'm like, oh my God, that's what happened to me. And the little details that they tell, like on a YouTube or in a book or a blog, and I'm like, you can't make that up. So, yeah, and I haven't prepared everything yet, but I think what I'll do is just prepare each session before I go. Put it aside. Okay, I've already told that part of the story, and I move on to the next part of it. It's not scripted. I'm just going to tell it like I remember it. And it's time to tell it now, because a lot of years have gone by, and now I'm starting to have to think about the details, Not something you ever forget any part of it, but I'm trying to remember, I don't want to leave anything out. I don't want to tell the story up to a certain point and go, oh my God, I forgot about that, what happened. So I think it's going to be interesting, and another reason why I want to come forward and talk about it is because a lot of people this is happening to, and they probably have no idea that this is happening. And it took me 10 years. In fact, I believe it's Brian Levins. He's an author. He goes by 2 names. That's one of them. And I told him my story going back to the year 2000. I was telling him what happened up to that point, and he was like, he actually told me he thought that I was pulling his leg, and that I was just using stuff that other people talked about, but really I didn't even know about what those other people talked about, because I didn't really care. I never read any of the stories, but when you talk about alien grays in your bedroom, and one of them is taller than the rest of them, and he's the one doing all the work, and I got the impression, the word doctor in my mind, I started telling him things like that, and he's like, whoa. Then it went on for years. He'd make me tell my whole story, and then he would, and I really respected the guy, and then he'd like, tell me that part again, tell me this part again, and he'd get me on there talking back and forth in a conversation, and he would make me disclose what I've already talked to him about. After a long time, I realized why he was doing that, but then he really focused in on my story, and we talked for years about it. And so he's the one that woke me up to what was going on. He's like, you're an abductee. There's 2 ways about it. He goes, get over it. It's happening to you. So, then I was like so blown away that I just locked on like a pit bull, and I just been knocking them doors for answers, and they will answer. You know, if you knock doors, you're guaranteed an answer. I mean, if you're truly searching for answers, they will open that door. You know, so that's what I've been doing since 1994, and I spend many hours every day up till late at night, and all I do is research, and put this together, that together, this together, and I try to get 3 good sources before I set my mind on something that it's factual. So, and as I'm telling my story, going through the videos, through the segments, I'm going to give everybody really sound, fantastic sources that I've had for years, some of them over 15 years, that have proven themselves over and over again to be sound information, a database that you can go to, and you know, if you don't want to go through thousands of documents, thousands of hours, and I'll give you 10 different places to start your research, you know, or extend your research, and you know, it's good stuff. I mean, you take you right down the rabbit hole, and I'll give it to you as I go along. So if you want to have a pencil ready when you're watching this video series, I'm not sure what I'm going to call it yet, but you'll see it pop up. It'll be like my other ones, you know, like the other one, Tribe 1 through 4. So, and my Cloaking Sasquatch, it's 1 through 4 now. But anyways, I am going to stop the video and turn my new iPad Pro, which I just bought for video editing, and we're going to do the Super Bowl. So we had to sit through all that to get to this part of the video, in case you got a bet on it out there. Thanks, and I'll talk to you guys later, and have fun watching the game tonight, if that's what you're doing. Okay, now we begin. I just started the video over again. It is 3:26 p.m. after my little story I just told. And this is my template for dowsing. And we are going to douse who is going to win the Super Bowl. What was that? Anyways, I got my K2 meter here. Not that it's required, but I'm going to see if there's any change in the electromagnetic field. So let's see who's playing. We are looking at Eagles in Philadelphia.
No.
Who is it?
Eagles and Patriots.
Okay, the Eagles and the Patriots. Let's just get on with it. Okay. I'm looking to get the answer to who is going to be the winners in the Super Bowl game tonight. And the Eagles and the Patriots are playing. So this would be clockwise for yes. This is called programming your pendulum. And counterclockwise for no. Okay, I am going to center it. Are the Eagles going to be victorious on the Super Bowl game? Okay, that looks like a no to me. So the Eagles are going to lose tonight. This is not for profit or gain. I have no bets on it. I don't recommend, if I upload this before the game tonight, I don't recommend you bet on it either. Because I don't want to hear it. This is not financial advice.
So New England's going to win.
Is that the Eagles?
No. It's New England Patriots versus Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay, so the Philadelphia Eagles are going to lose. Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Okay. I know nothing about football. Don't care about ball sports. Okay, so the Eagles are lost. What I'm going to do is let's verify the question. Are the Patriots going to win the game tonight? Yes. I don't think I need to redo it again. I think it's pretty obvious. Are there any spirits here with me right now? Are there any spirits here that helped me come to that conclusion? If there's a spirit here and you observed me using my higher self to get that answer, could you indicate it on the EMF meter, please? If you're present. Could you light that up like a Christmas tree? Was that my higher mind? Veronica? Are you present? Probably all the spirits are busy tonight because it's football. All right, let's just do it again in case everybody's all bummed out for some reason. Let's just verify it again. Okay, this is clockwise for yes. Let's reprogram it. Okay, stop and counterclockwise for no. Wow. What the heck? That's really swinging. Okay, I'm going to stop it. Okay, center. Who is it again? The Patriots, right? Patriots and Eagles.
New England Patriots.
Okay, I got it.
Winning.
Okay. I'm going to ask again. Are the Patriots going to win the football game, the Super Bowl game today? I would say that's a yes. Didn't they win last year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's it. Okay, everybody. I hope that was good news for you. And maybe while the game's on tonight, I'll start uploading my my new series. Everybody have fun. Thanks for watching.